Good health and good sense are two of life's greatest blessings. With this, good morning to everyone. Myself Sandhya, studying first year BCom in RC Institute of Commerce and Management, Davangere. Today, I'm here to inform about the markets that are surviving amid COVID-19 outbreak. So, what might be the markets that are surviving now? So, the first market is telecommunication. As the global economy continues to reel from the shock of novel coronavirus, work from home and social distancing have become the buzzwords in today's business landscape. The importance of telecommunication has been acknowledged by Government of India on 24th March 2020, issued by Ministry of Home Affairs, which provides that telecommunication, broadcasting, cable services, IT and IT enabled services are essential services and are exempt from the lockdown. From the perspective of telecommunication, this crisis has challenged the industry to invest in existing infrastructure and game changing technology. Innovative solutions will also be required to facilitate an interconnected world. According to news report, streaming platforms have witnessed 20% spike in viewership. Hence, several analysts believe that unlike manufacturing and other sectors, telecom sector might emerge as golden side during this economic slowdown. At the beginning of April, many networks experienced outages as millions of people simultaneously began working from home. Vodafone in particular stated that 50% increase in traffic leads to increase in demand for their network. So this was about telecommunication. The next market that is surviving is insurance. Fun is like life insurance. The older you become, the more it costs. Health insurance segment has become one of the brightest spot in general insurance category. This is offered by both multi-line general insurance companies and specialized. When the worldwide events such as COVID-19 consumes the news, life insurance becomes an increasing subject of interest. Last 3 months of financial year has witnessed highest collection for the industry. Health insurance premium through multi-line general insurance was rupees 46,774 crore till February 2020, whereas standalone health insurance company has collected a premium of rupees 12,560 crore during the same period. The demand for health insurance and life insurance has been increased as the coronavirus positive cases are increasing over last 20 to 30 days. The online distribution portal Policybazaar has stated that life insurance has been increased by 20% and health insurance has been increased by 35 to 40% during this period. So, this was all about insurance. The next market that is surviving is healthcare sector. The walls of the hospitals have heard more prayers than the walls of temple, masjid and church. Yes, COVID-19 had an adverse impact on healthcare sector resulting in 50 to 70% downfall in revenue and 70 to 80% downfall in patient visits and test volume during last 10 days of March. Many small hospitals and nursing homes, especially in Tier 2 and Tier 3 sectors, have been forced to shut their operations as their cash flows have dried up. With an estimated impact of 14,000 to 24,000 crores in operating losses for the quarter, the sector would need liquidity infusion, direct and indirect tax benefits, and fixed cost subsidies from the government to address the disruption. While they are feeling the burden of COVID 19, private hospitals and nursing homes that constitute more than 60% of beds at 8.5 to 9 lakhs, 60% of inpatients, and 80% of doctors in India invest heavily in manpower, equipment, and consumables that ensures 100% preparedness for safety and treatment of patients. The revenue for the sector in financial year 2021 is also expected to be lower by 20 to 35% compared to 2020. The private healthcare sector has witnessed 80% downfall in patients' visits and test volumes and 50 to 70% decrease in revenue and 30 to 40% decrease in occupancy level by the end of March. So, there are some of the recommendations for providing immediate financial help for the sector. The first point is liquidity infusion, short-term interest-free loans to address the operating loss for the quarter, and immediate 100% release of dues locked with central and state government. The next point is income tax benefits and delay of stipulated liability payments without interest. So, the third point is indirect tax relief or exemption, like recoup amount equivalent to ineligible GST credits paid on procurement for a stipulated period. GST exemption on essential medicines, consumables, and devices for the treatment of COVID 19 patients. Reduction of health cess on medical devices and extension of time under EPCG scheme, etc. And the last point is rebate on commercial rate of power for a stipulated period. So, this was all about markets that are surviving amid COVID 19 outbreak. Stay tuned and watch till our last episodes for the conclusion. Thank you.